Part 2, Chapter 7 New Beginnings. The allure of Paris had woven its magic, leaving an indelible mark on Dexter and Emily. Their time in the city had been filled with moments of joy and discovery. A stark contrast to the chaos and darkness that awaited them in Miami. As their departure date approached, an unspoken thought lingered between them. What if they didn't have to leave? One evening, as they sat on the balcony of their Parisian apartment, sipping wine and watching the city lights twinkle, Emily turned to Dexter, her expression thoughtful. And quote, Dexter, I've been thinking, what if we stayed here? What if we made Paris our home? And quote, Dexter's heart skipped a beat. The idea of leaving his dark past behind and embracing a new life in Paris was both exhilarating and daunting. He looked into Emily's eyes, searching for the answer. And quote, are you serious, Emily? Do you really think we could do that? And quote, Emily nodded, her eyes filled with determination. And quote, yes, I do. This city has brought us so much happiness. The kids love it here. And I can see how much more at peace you are. We could start fresh, away from all their darkness. And quote, Dexter felt a surge of hope. The possibility of a new beginning, of leaving behind the life of murder and embracing the light, was within reach. And quote, you're right, Emily. Paris has given us something special. Maybe it's time to take that leap. And quote, over the next few days they discussed the logistics of making Paris their home. Emily explored job opportunities, while Dexter researched schools for Lily and Max. The idea of a new life in the City of Light became more tangible with each conversation, filling them with excitement and anticipation. One afternoon, they took a walk through the picturesque streets of Le Marais, the children's laughter echoing around them. As they passed by a charming cafe, Emily paused, her eyes lighting up. And quote, Dexter, look at that place. It's perfect. And quote, Dexter followed her gaze and smiled. And quote, it is. I can picture us having breakfast there every morning. And quote, Emily's eyes shone with hope. And quote, let's make it happen, Dexter. Let's build a life here. And quote, the decision was made. They would move to Paris, leaving behind the shadows of Miami and embracing a future filled with love and possibility. The city that had brought them so much joy would become their home, a place where they could create new memories and forge a brighter path. As they prepared for their move, Dexter felt a renewed sense of purpose. The darkness that had once consumed him seemed to fade into the background, replaced by the warmth and love of his newfound family. The edge of darkness was still a treacherous place, but he had found a path to the light, guided by Emily and her children. Their final days in Paris were filled with moments of celebration and anticipation. They visited their favorite spots one last time, savoring the magic of the city that had become their sanctuary. Dexter knew that the journey ahead wouldn't be easy, but he was determined to leave his life of murder behind and embrace the future with hope and determination. As they boarded the plane back to Miami, Dexter felt a sense of closure. The trip had provided a brief respite from the darkness, a glimpse of what could be if he allowed himself to embrace the light. He was ready to face the challenges ahead, knowing that he was no longer alone. The city of Miami buzzed with rumors and fear, but for Dexter Morgan, a new chapter had begun. The edge of darkness was a treacherous place, but he had found a path to the light, guided by the love of Emily and her children. The final reckoning had come, and Dexter was ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, knowing that he was no longer alone. In the end, The dance between hunter and hunted had reached a turning point, and the darkness held many more secrets waiting to be unveiled. But for now, Dexter's journey was one of hope and redemption, a testament to the power of love and the possibility of change. The night was far from over, but the light had begun to shine through, illuminating the path to a brighter future. Dexter and Emily's decision to make Paris their home marked the beginning of a new life, one filled with hope, love, and endless possibilities. Together, they would build a future free from the shadows of the past, forging a new path in the city of light. And as they looked toward the future, they knew that they could face any challenge, as long as they had each other.